Mic on.
Hello, hello. Good morning. Hey, I figured why not do a second stream? It was fun the first time. Why not do it again? Let's do some deck testing. I have a theory I want to look at.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is
So,
Gabby.
Hey, Gabby.
I'm
That's
just
Jennifer
not
Coolidge.
sure if I'll be
Hi,
able to get the theory
I'm so
on.
glad I reached you at 2 a.m.
We'll
Oh, of
see.
course. Anyone with a Discover card can call and
I have
talk
to.
to a
I'm
real
trying to
person
talk over the
24/7.
ad
Now,
because
how can I help?
forget the
Now, I
ad.
used
You
my
know,
Discover card to buy these yellow
I
pleather
just
pajamas.
mute the ad. You know,
And I'm
just
not
mute it. Mute. Because we don't need ads. We don't need other ads like that. No. Just give it a few minutes. Okay. So first idea. But I mean, I've got another deck I'm gonna play to get my dailies done. But I have an idea. So Oko says it becomes the copy of a creature. And I gotta see when he does it. When does he do it? Becomes a copy of a creature at the beginning of combat. Okay. Next, I want to look for things that have haste, because that way that'd be something fun to give him haste. That's an interesting idea. Is it non-land or just creature? Creature control. Okay, so it's an interesting idea of just maybe like doing like Llanowar Loam Speakers to make him turn into the lands, and they have haste, so that might give him haste. Then he could swing in that turn. That's a possibility. Another one is creatures like the Ovenwall Oddity, the Axebane Ferox. If I could flip an invasion, that'd be interesting. But that's the problem. It's like if you don't, if it doesn't give haste temporary in green, then it doesn't stick. What I mean is it's not something that, well, I mean, he only needs haste for like a turn. That's 4 mana and you have to have collect items 4, so it's not that great. Bargain, turn the creature into well, if it was bargain, the target land you control. Otherwise, you're just searching for a land. Okay, I think I can unmute. There we go. So probably the best thing is something like Loam Speaker, as I could also use him to make for ramped. But the Loam Speaker doesn't have haste when it comes into play. Looking for things that have haste right when they come into play, and I don't think there are many. Not unless I'm using like red. Yeah, that only does it when it flips. So yeah, it doesn't look like there's any easy way to give him haste and attack and be aggro without going like 4 mana plus. At least not in green blue. It's good to know. Failure control if you control 7 or more lands, so yeah. That's a 4 mana. So again, it's 4 mana to do it, where you make the lands into creatures. You need red mana for that. And it's 6 mana otherwise. Token, but that's, again, do I want him to, about that point, do I want him turning into that token? No. This looks like the best, no, this is a bad target, because he become a 0/0 and die, so the Hydra is horrible for him. Which sucks. It's like one of the best creatures for green right now is the Hydra, because they kill it, who cares? They have to exile it. Now, if he came into play with the counters on it too, then that'd be cool, but he doesn't. I know that. So the best creatures for him to turn into would probably be the Oddity. Because it has haste, it has trample. Or the Ferox. Or at least the early game, those are probably the two best. Though he's 4 mana as well. So that's another problem. There's no good 3 mana. There's no good 3 mana creature that has haste for him to turn into. So then in that case, maybe I want something that's got 5 mana that has haste. Which would be something like the Tyrannix Atrocity. But do I want to even bother doing that then? I'd rather just skip turn. I'd rather just skip ahead with mana then. So maybe that's not the way. Okay. I'm surprised it didn't. Oh no, Flash was the other. Was the Rattlesnake? There's some plot creatures. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, this is another thing I was thinking about. So. Oh, no, not this one. This one. Because it can become a copy of a creature, and if you plot it, it makes it. If I can just plot it on 3, Oko on 4, let Oko turn into a creature, then plot, and then turn this into the creature that Oko turned into. Or turn this into Oko, basically. But I'm just trying to think, are there any other good creatures? Railway Brawler is really good, but it's 5 mana. But might not be a bad thing. I need more of it, but I'm not sure I'm willing to use my crafting mats on it yet. It's a really strong creature, I'm just not sure. But copying the Railway Brawler, giving it hexproof with Oko is pretty good. Making copies of the Brawler, and every time a creature comes into play, it just makes something, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Could be interesting. Like I'm trying to come up with a build where it would. Oko's mythic, right? Yeah, of course he is. That's mythic. But I'm trying to come up with creatures that I wouldn't mind Oko turning into. That'd be really annoying for the opponent. The only problem is, even if I build the deck, I still have to worry about what happens if I run into Mono Red or Boros. So, there's that. Good Ledger Shredder. Do like a second spell thing. I think Oko's meant for like a creature deck. Like a heavy creature deck. Maybe like a ramp creature deck is probably what he's probably gonna get best in, because you want big creatures for him to turn into. Just trying to think, is there anything else I want in the deck for sure before I go into like just ramp big creature stuff. And I'm debating if I want to craft any of the Railway Brawlers. Because it can't be something that has an enter the battlefield effect that he turns into, unless I have something I want to do after the enters the battlefield effect. Like the turn after he turns into it. So I can take advantage of doubling something. So it'd literally be like creatures on the board that I want him to turn into. He turns into it, then I play something after that to do something, to trigger something. Or I make copies. Those are like the two things I'm thinking about. Either something I make a copy of, or something I want on the field after, you know, something. Basically, it's what creatures do I want on the field when he's on the field, and what do I want to copy. So that's going to be the other thing I'm going to want to think about is copy spells. Spells that make copies of creatures and stuff like that. That way I can make a copy of him when he turns into something else. And it'll have hexproof, and the creature that copies will have permanent hexproof. Hullbreaker Horror would be really cute, but I don't think I'd be able to get... That's more for a tempo control deck, and I don't know if I'm building that. Not sure. Oko is Trixie. And tough to build. Probably only good in limited. Smuggler's Surprise could work. Maybe Smuggler's Surprise, because I'm going to have to ramp, so I'm going to have to pull out some kind of ramp options. So I might want creatures that turn into things, like shapeshifters, like the Visit Bandit.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Gabby.
Hey, Gabby. It's Jennifer Coolidge. Hi. I'm so glad I reached you at 2 a.m.
Oh, of course. Anyone with a Discover card can call and talk to a real person 24/7. Now, how can I help?
Yeah, I
Let's
used my
see.
Discover card to
What
buy
other
these yellow
creatures do I
pleather
want?
pajamas.
Let's just mute
And I'm
this.
just...
Because ads are annoying. Let's see. Fringent Cornucopia could be useful because it could give me life gain, in addition to being some ramp. Bloated Contaminators could be interesting. I'm also going to have to try to make sure I fit in some kind of removal, too. Just not sure what yet. Fight Rigging could be cute. I'd have to use Deserts if I want to get Flash on one of the creatures that are really good and that have 6 power. Otherwise, I'd have to use the Pugnacious Hammer Skulls if I want to use Fight Rigging. Could be a Fight Rigging deck. Could be Fight Rigging. It's gonna be an ad coming in about 10 minutes. Yeah, I was thinking the Colossal Rattleworm could be interesting if I can get Deserts.
Mic off. Mic on.
If I want Deserts, I could use the Colossal Rattleworm, which would be another 6 power creature. And there are some untapped Deserts I could use, so that could work. And it comes down to what other big stompy creature I want if I'm going to use fight rigging for fight rigging to pull out. Like Defiler or Vigor could be useful, but I don't know if I will fit its... I mean, it would reduce the cost of Oko to 3, because it's a green. It's a maybe. That's a maybe. I also use Oger. Because if he dies, he just gives me ramp. That's another maybe. Definitely want Brawler. I should really just craft some more because Brawler's so strong. The real worry Brawler is like an instant you have to kill this, otherwise you're gonna cause trouble. Otherwise you're causing trouble with that. Do I want... Okay, so I think I'm coming up with the possibility thought. Do I want to use Smuggler's Surprise or do I want to use fight rigging? I think I have to use one or the other. I can't use both. I think that's the thought process I'm in. It's either one or the other, not both. Craft triplets are cute, but I don't think that's necessary. Wait a minute. Craft triplets. So they come into battlefield, you make 2 token copies, right? When their creature enters the battlefield, give it... So it would come in as a 6/6, and so would all the other copies. And then if anyone kills one, it just buffs them all. Maybe. That's a good maybe. If I want to go with more Railway Brawlers. There's also Storm the Festival. I could just run it. I could do Storm the Festival instead of Smuggler's Surprise, maybe. Maybe have like one Smuggler's Surprise and a bunch of Storm the Festivals. Storm the Festival can really whiff bad. Well, how much would it cost? So Storm the Festival, so Smuggler's Surprise is 6. But you have to have the creatures in your hand. Storm the Festival will just pull them right out of the deck. Or no, it doesn't pull them out of the deck. It pulls them out of the top 5. Put Vaultborn. Put the Rex in. Because those are things I'd want Oko to turn into. For sure. I don't want Oko to turn into the Hydra, even though it's a great source of ramp. I don't want him turning into the Hydra. Because if they kill the Hydra, who cares? Yeah, let's use Storm the Festival over Smuggler's Surprise. Okay, so, oh wait, but now I can't use, shoot. No. Because it would hit anything 4 mana, that hits everything. Smuggler's Surprise. Alright, never mind. That works better then. Alright, okay. So... That's fine to turn into, that's fine to turn into, that's fine to copy to turn into these things. Still need my ramp. I've got one piece of ramp right now, which is the Cornucopia. Okay, let's think. do I want for my search? I think I want the tumbleweed because I think I want to look for deserts or land since I've got the rattleworms. So I think the tumbleweed's fine. It's a 3 mana ramp, but I think that's fine since I want to search for those. I want to get deserts, so when I play this, I can play the rattleworm with deserts. I'm not gonna want to put too many deserts, but it'll be a good search. Otherwise, I might want to glimpse the core, so maybe I'll drop it to 2 Dance of Tumbleweeds, 4 glimpse the cores for my ramp. Because there are creatures I don't want him to turn into, like I don't want him to turn into Topiary Stomper, it's just why I'm not going to use him. If I use Topiary Stomper, that's a bad idea. I could use the Armadillo. Because if he turned into the Armadillo, that's not terrible, but he can't attack that turn. But he can turn into it next turn. And I can discard it for land, so that's another form of ramp right there, and it's a creature that I could just drop on the field with Smuggler Surprise, and it wouldn't be terrible. So that's good. I'm gonna obviously want you. Trying to think, is there anything else I want? Hey, Christmas. Not exactly. It's more like an Oko deck. It's kind of an Oko deck. Because I'm basically picking things I want Oko to turn into, and then I've got to get things on the field for him to turn into. And then I will have like one plan to maybe copy what he turns into, so that it's basically I get a permanent hexproof creature on the field. So I'm thinking about, but I might not use that actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. Token copy. The other option is 3 steps ahead instead of the Visage Bandit, which I think is better. Because it's instant speed, even if it's not a creature. I'm just trying to think, is there anything else I'd want? Sea Devil's too expensive, I think. It's also a counterspell. I think I'm going to craft one more of these. I think I want 3. I'm being careful with my materials because I might need them later, so I'm being very cautious. Railway Brawler, I think I need 3, so I'm going to have to craft them. Because they're just too good. And if Oko turned into a Railway Brawler, and then I played something else, that's double the triggers. So, yeah, why not? Okay, so I've got Ramp in Dance of the Tumbleweed and Glimpse the Core. We also got an Ancient Cornucopia, which is nice. Yeah, blue-green, absolutely. The only problem I have right now is blue-green doesn't have any way to deal with a wide board. So I need a way to deal with a wide board. Because right now I have no creatures on 2. Dance of the Tumbleweed is technically a 3 mana spell. There's a lot, so that's my 3 mana right there. So I need something for removal. Or something to do with a wide board in green and blue. That's tricky. Because there isn't a lot, and it needs to be just dodge Boros, convert easy. Yeah, easy. Yeah.
Thanks for calling Discover.
Hey, Gabby.
Let me
It's
mute
Jennifer
this.
Coolidge. Hi. I'm so glad I reached.
Muting. Okay. That'll be done in about a minute to 2 minutes. How to deal with that? What in blue-green deals with either Convoke or Mono Red? Well, Mono Red can be dealt with if I'm gaining life. But Boros is just a wide board, and it can just kill you in like a second. Addle Break is up. Ads will go away in about a minute and a half. Sorry for that. It's like I'm waiting for the advertisements myself on my Spotify. How do I deal with a wide board in Simic? Because wide boards and I mean I guess it's technically just counterspell, 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 but is it just bounce maybe? Maybe Fading Hopes? That might be the choice. Them down for at least a couple turns because it's two stun if it's one stun counter, so yeah, that can help. And it can give my creatures hexproof anyway, so it's another way to get hexproof outside of Oko. Yeah, I think that works. Let's do lands. I do need deserts. I do need to make sure I have at least one set of deserts outside of the Simic lands. I don't know if I'm going to use the Simic Desert. That's the one thing I'm not sure. No, I'm using you. No, I'm using you. I'm going to use one Vine Stalk. I could use the Lush Oasis, but I don't know if I want tap lands. Don't know if I want tap lands. Because I've got to have enough basics for my land search. But I can do deserts, so let me do desert. Because I can double check the deserts. See which ones I'd want. Like, I know the Conduit Pylons is fine as a desert. I've got 5 lands to search for after that point. Can the Armadillo search for deserts? It does. Okay, so that's fine. So that searches for deserts. That also can look for deserts. So that's fine. Maybe one less Yavimaya Coast just to make sure I have an extra basic. Yeah, I think that's fine. Because we gotta have enough basics. I think 6 basics will be fine. For the ramp, I mean, to be able to search. I don't want more than 2 Okos because it's not necessary. It's just a nice to have for tricks. 3 steps ahead, I can make copies of creatures as necessary. Smuggler's Surprise, if I can get to 6 mana, can be I dump creatures on the field. And I can also use it as a 2 mana protection spell. It also gives me an option to try something too, where I'm wondering what happens if I give everything hexproof and indestructible, and then I play a creature that copies something that's indestructible. Does it keep the indestructible trigger? So, if I have the pylons, that gives me flash with the Rattleworm. Do I want to do Smuggler's Surprise? I think Smuggler's Surprise is fine. I'm debating, do I want to use Fight Rigging? I think I'll try it like this first. I'll call it Oko Ramp for now. Okay. Let's try this new deck. I'm going to change a couple things.
The brambles of truth twirl and curl, choking out lies.
Not gonna make it obvious that I'm playing Oko, but I'm gonna at least do a couple things that I you know, just to kind of just for kind of the fun of the deck. Could use you. Could use Kitty. Could just use the beach ball for the fairy. I like how they have rare, very rare, and all that. Yeah, I'll use that. Just for this deck. I'm not going to change the sleeves, though. That'll give things away. Let's see what I think of this. Might be too clunky, though. I don't have any draw effects outside of Oko. Maybe I need more cornucopias? Nah. I think 1 should be fine. Because I don't want to take the turn off too often for that. Alright, let's see how we do. Let's see how this goes. Hope I'm not an alchemy. Ooh, no green mana. But I can make green mana, but it's gonna be 3 turns late. That's not great. Let's mulligan. Better. Let's put back either one. Put back the Tyrant. Well, I've got more of the Rex. Let's put back the Rex. glimpse the core for ramp on turn 2. Which will let me play Oko on turn 3 if he lets me. No, ooh, I can just plot that. Let's just plot you. Let's plot you. Because I have a funny feeling they have counter magic. Another plot option. Let's play Oko. No counter magic. Interesting. No, they got removal though. Aw, boo. Summon 0. That would have been gross. That would have been gross, to be fair. No deserts. Draw 2, discard 2. Let's make another elk. Don't want to risk him. Well, he can't target. Scoot. Okay. I'm like, well, you can't target Oko. So, I could swing for 6. And then next turn, I could play Brawler. Maybe second Brawler if I have it. Or play Brawler, turn Oko into Brawler, play second Brawler on the next turn, or on the at the end of battle phase or combat phase. So that's gross. That is gross. The opponent didn't have anything for it, which was nice. They only had bounce at that turn, so that's good. Okay. So far, so good. But that was that wasn't like a typical meta deck that I'm used to. That might have been another deck. Another random deck. And they let Oko get on the field turn 3, so... Okay, I've got my Lost in the Maze for later. Glimpse the Core for ramp. Okay. This'll do. Since I'm on the play, I'll just play the Cascade since I don't have a second land yet anyway. That way I know I can guarantee a ramp on turn 2. That's for later if I need it. If I need to go control, I can play the Cornucopia on 3. So I can ramp. I could then Brawler plot on 4. But again, if I need to, I've got Lost in the Maze, so I can use it to slow aggro decks down. Okay. So far, so good. Phyrexians. Into. I'm gonna plot. I'm not gonna play it yet, but I want to plot it. Now, the scary thing is plotting it and then making a copy of it. That's a scary thought. But they've got removals, so... Awe, Vu, Duress. Probably gonna get rid of the Cornucopia. I doubt they'll get rid of the Maze. It's probably Cornucopia. This Maze doesn't do enough at the moment. Yeah.
Hey,
it's unfortunate.
Priceline. Ready to go to your happy place for a happy price? Well, why didn't you say so? Just download the Priceline app right now and save up to 50% on hotels.
Not sure what they're playing yet.
Cousin Kevin's concert in Kansas City, go Kevin. Or Becky's Bachelorette Bash in Bermuda. You never have to miss a trip ever again. So
Alright, well, let's play the Brawler.
Your savings are waiting.
Let's pass.
Go to your happy price.
As I can use 3 steps ahead to make a copy of the brawler.
Shop our best savings of the season during Springfest.
And especially when they go to target the
Right
brawler.
now, save on Stay Green 1 cubic
I can make the
foot
copy
bars.
then.
Get 5 bags for just $10. And buy 2 select paints and exterior stains and get 1 free via Lowe's gift card rebate. Shop in-store and online today. Because Lowe's knows
I'll
home
counter
is
that.
valid for 5 months. Stay Green offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
Yes. That is so useful though. Man, that 3 steps ahead is so useful. I can use it to make a copy of the brawler, or I can just counterspell something as necessary. Such a useful spell.
My phone bill is huge this month.
Oh, I have Throwaway Brawler on the field. Okay, I'll just wait now.
Life is filled with unexpected
If you don't do
costs,
anything by
and
the end of
so many humans
turn,
wanna keep things
I go to
simple.
make a copy of
Introducing
it.
The new TD Clear credit card with no
They
late
literally
fees,
have
no
to wait.
interest, and just a simple monthly
If they
fee.
don't
It's
wait
designed
for
to
me to
help you
use
manage
it,
your
I can just say,
expenses.
okay,
TD
I say
Clear.
go.
To learn more about credit
And I can
costs
play
and
something
terms,
like
call
Hammer Skull on the
1-844
next turn or
TD
something
Clear.
like that.
TD Bank.
So,
Unexpectedly human.
yeah, that thing is just gross too, because it makes things so much bigger every turn. Would have been scarier if I would have had Oko on the field. Because then I could have turned Oko into that. It would have been hexproofed, and then I could have made copies of I made a copy of Oko, and made another version of it, and it would have had hexproof. So, and I have to play green or red, so this works for testing purposes and to mess around and have fun. Two of the enchantment could be too much, but it's not a terrible enchantment if I really need it. Because I could always use it just to give my stuff hexproof. No ramp. No, that's not true. I do have a ramp. Guess I can keep it, because I can ramp. It's not terrible. If I don't know if I want a desert or not yet, because I don't have any of the rattles. The hand is decent for mana. No Oko, no interaction, just ramp. This might be a bad hand, but we'll see. It's unfortunate it goes to hand. Let's grab the desert in case I need it. And the desert can let me scry. Insta-core is good. That lets me surveil. I can put that in the graveyard, that's fine. Since I'm going up against Dimir, I'll just ramp. I'm not doing anything important that I can't just ramp. 5 mana. 3, 4, 6 mana for that. Okay, so I can't do it yet. That's tapped. On the battlefield. Already got my desert, so I just grab a land now. Grab an island. Then next turn I can play Tyrannix Rex. Tyrannix Rex. They can't stop it. Or I could Smuggler Surprise. For both of them, that's kind of greedy, I think. I feel that's greedy. I think it's better just to play one. They can't stop it. They can kill it if they have the mana for it. Ramp into Tyrannix Rex. Yes, please. Like I said, I could have Smuggler Surprised into it, but I was like risking. I was worried that they might have an instant. If I draw another Tyrannix Rex, I might, depending on if they leave their mana open or not. But right now, they've got a Tyrannix Rex on the field they've got to deal with. And racing me is not an option, and they'll find out next turn. As I have a second Tyrannix Rex. Lost in the maze. Can't use it on the Sphinx. That's game. 'Cause that's 16 damage. So far against the decks they're putting me up against, the deck is performing the way I want it to. I'm ramping into what I need, and the opponent just can't handle it. We're getting easy wins so far with an Oko stylized ramp deck. Like I said, I've got a couple of tools that I can maybe use against the aggro decks, but I can't promise myself it'll be perfect. Like, there's a chance it might be too slow. Got ramp, I've got that. I don't have creature yet, but that can work. Let's play the tap land first, since I have nothing I'm doing on one anyway. Ooh, land ramp. The rage deck, maybe. Okay. Not optimal, but that's fine. Probably play Oko next. Ooh, different ramp. Okay. What are you looking to do? Better Triumph. Creature he wants to kill it, I'm fine with it. Ooh, okay, so you're a reanimator. Got it. So I'm gonna need to keep mana open for 3 steps. I can kill Oko. He's got the ability to do it. He has to do it before my turn, and I turn it into something.
My backup plan.
Do I need another land? I think I do. I'm not gonna plot. Normally I would, but I need to leave the mana open. He wants to kill my creature, that's fine. Not worried about it because it's tapping all those mana. 3 steps ahead to make a copy. Okay. We got 1 mana, so what do you have? Fading Hope right now? I almost have enough mana for Vaultborn Tyrant. Owl Claw. Next turn I can Railway Brawler into Vaultborn Tyrant. And hit for 3. Put them at 9. You want to use the removal, I'm fine with it, but I don't think they're going to. I think they're going to save it now for the Brawler. Play Brawler. Let's play Vaultborn. That's a scary combo in itself. They have to kill the Brawler. Or they have to counter the Tyrant. They have to. If they don't, they're gonna have to deal. They're gonna deal with a 12/12 on the field. It's fine, like, because I'm still gonna get a draw. I'm still getting life. Smuggler's Surprise is cute. Attack for 3. Now they gotta deal with the Tyrant. And they're done. Nice. Simic Ramp doing its work so far. I thought about leaving 3 mana open, but I thought I had like a counter spell or something. I would have left 3. I would have played the dinosaur first, because it'd have been a 12/12 as well. Either one of them would have been 12 something. So it gave the option to. It gave me a good lethal threat. Decent hand. It's got some ramp. I can look for deserts if I need to. Okay, got 3 steps ahead. That's good. I'll probably grab a... I don't know if I'll grab any land, though. I've got so much in hand as it is. I need life. I'll grab a desert, just in case. Not great. Any more land coming? No. Pass. I don't think I'll leave the mana open. I think I plot the Railway Brawler and pass. I thought about keeping the mana open, but I was like, why? What's the point?
Hotels.com here. Tired of living like a sardine? We know a hotel where you can enjoy the
So he wants the treasure, so he wants to ramp into something.
Find your perfect somewhere.
Shop our best savings. Springfest at Lowe's. Right
Now I can either copy the brawler,
garden soil.
or I can counterspell whatever he tries to do to kill the brawler.
Paints and exterior stains and get 1 free via Lowe's gift card rebate. Shop in-store and online today because Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 5 months. Stay green off Alaska and Hawaii. Paint offer while supplies last. Excludes paint and stain samples. More terms and restrictions apply. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details.
I'm gonna counter that.
And break sales records with the world's best converting checkout. Let's hear that one more time. The world's best converting checkout. Shopify's legendary checkout makes it easier for customers to shop on your website, across social media, and everywhere in between. Now that's music to your ears. Anywhere you spend, you can be a smash hit with Shopify.
It's another surprise.
Download no trial today at shopify.com.
That's just disgusting. That's game. Ooh. Ooh. That was disgusting. That was just gross. Oh. Ooh. Oh, that was gross. Oh. I mean, I feel bad for the opponent because they were mana screwed, it looked like. I've been there. That was a good smuggler's surprise, that's for sure. Ooh. I've got ramp. So this can work. Because I can turn 4 plot the brawler and prep for a turn 6 smuggler surprise if I draw into bigger creatures. If not, I can Lost in the Maze to stall. Got armadillos in hand I can grab land with. I mean, I could have used it and kept it, but I was like, I'm going to be shuffling anyway, there's no point. So I guess I could have left it on top. Let's grab a forest. Teamer is kind of scary to go up against. Probably gonna have to use another armadillo. I probably should have kept that on top. Again, I was gonna shuffle, so it wouldn't have mattered. So I'll probably grab another island. Debating, do I want the Rattleworm or do I want the Brawler? Let's take the Rattleworm, and then I'll play the Brawler next turn. Out of plot. Probably need a fight spell in this deck, to be honest. Or maybe should have plotted the Brawler. I should honestly probably play the Shigeki over the Analyst. Fire's a victory. Come on the battlefield. Does. Doesn't have to tap, so Maze is out. Don't have enough mana for the surprise. I could mill, but I don't need to. Just plot pass and hope I survive, but I don't think I do. That's promising. Really? Interesting. That's fine. He's not dead. Or they're not dead, I should say. That's a problem. They know that. But I'm probably the one who's dead. We'll see. See if they can kill me. They probably can. But 28, it's not gonna be that hard if they have enough lands in the graveyard. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. They have 24 damage. Minimum 24. Because I have to count the 4 mana for the Analyst, so it's 22 damage. Oh no, it's 2 mana because they have 2 free right now. So, it's 24, about 24, 26 maybe. It's not quite lethal. And I have 2 blockers. But if they have a second one in the hand, then they can win. They can just bring back all of those sack lands. They're trying to do the math. They need 2 World Souls Rages to win. This is basically how it breaks down. If they don't have 2 World Soul Rages, they don't win. So they're just going after the Tyrant. Okay. I make another 12/12 token. Next to the Brawler. And I have another Rex in hand. Good. And now I'm at 31, so now I'm even harder to kill. I don't know if they can kill me, but we'll see. We'll see. Have to sit here and wait. That's 13 mana, 14 mana, 16 mana. You have to pay 4, so it's 12 mana. If they want to pay 4 for the Analyst, I mean. Unless they have another Shigeki. They're digging. Okay, good. They had to use 7 mana for that, so that's good. Okay. That's fine. Because I have another Tyrannix Rex in hand. I gotta kill the Brawler now. They finally decide we gotta kill the Brawler. I can't let him keep that Brawler on the field. We've got 3 mana left, plus 3 more 6 mana.
You might say,
They still got stuff to do, so I'm just like waiting patiently for them to finish their turn.
it's something that can actually help. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And just like that, State Farm is there to help you file your claim right on the State Farm mobile app.
1, 2,
So,
3,
just
4,
remember,
5, 6,
like a
7
good neighbor,
mana available.
State Farm is there.
I would need 8 mana to be able to do a similar surprise, right? 5, 7, 8, yeah. So I don't have enough mana for Dance of the Tumbleweeds. I'm not worried about their life total because my second Tyrannix Rex can end it. Although 16 plus 8 finishes it too. That's 24 damage. So they're going to bounce the Rex, which means I have another Smuggler Surprise to help end it. So that's good. They did 4. Okay. Now they're just like, well, I hope they don't have another Smuggler Surprise. I do.
Noah Kahan, Olivia Rodrigo, and more are right here. Populous 2024 Spotify.
That's game. Even if they don't, even if they block, it's still game. Didn't kill them, but the poison does. Good game though. So we're having fun right now with Simic. We're showing that Simic can get the job done if it needs to. Just has to be against the right opponents. And PlayQ is providing me with the right opponents so far, where I can have fun. No green. I need green mana in this hand. No green. No ramp, but I'm gonna have to keep it. The Tyrannix Rex back. It's not a great hand, but I can maybe get there. No deserts for the Flash. I'm debating if I want to swing in for 6. I might. Urza? Put the Sun Counter on, it's worth hitting for 6. It's like a double Brawler next turn. No, I could Brawler into Rattle. Yeah, this is the artifact deck. Don't know if I can beat it. Depends on what I draw. We're just going after the Hammer Skull. Okay with that. Surprise. That's not great. he makes 2 tokens. Especially if he gets another Aegis, I'm probably in trouble. Because I don't have Oko on the field to make Hexproof variants of my creatures. And then make copies of them. Fine, because he now taps himself. No blocks. Oh, that's unfortunate. I don't think I win this. If he plays one more artifact, I definitely lose. They, I should say. So I'm at 1. An instant speed artifact. They have a flash artifact, they win. Alright. Cool. That worked for them. Good option. I almost survived that. Play a little more, get some more data, you could say, for the deck, see what maybe needs to be changed, that sort of thing. Okay, tap land, I've got 3 mana. Technically ramp. And grab a desert. I've got ramp now. I do not like that. Didn't want to lose that land. That was unfortunate. Oko's here. I think I play the Oko. Where's he putting the counter? Block these. Oko's dying anyway, but if I can get a trade out of it, that worked out nice. Still need another land. I didn't mind losing the Oko. I'm not happy about that. Tiny Bones joins up. Kinda need that. Let's discard the Rex. Two for this. Play the land, play the cornucopia, so go. Don't want to lose the Smuggler's Surprise, so I might have to drop the Brawler, but might have to drop the Surprise and then plot the Brawler. I don't want to lose the Lamb, but if I have to, it's fine, I guess. Tapped. Plot the Brawler, see if I can draw one more land into a double part to an 8-mana surprise. Because I can survive the turn. Or not. No, I still survive. 6, 12, 13.
Burst of caffeine and full-on fruit flavors. Like to play your beats loud and turn the fun up to 11 with a Peach Sunshine Sparked Energy. Do you always bring the big energy bangers? Grab a Berry Burst Sparked Energy. Drop by and get Sparked Energy drinks are fruit flavored. Contain 0% fruit juice. Beverages contain caffeine from caffeine and guarana.
Sacrifice, draw X cards.
Terms apply.
Okay.
The hottest pop tracks of the year, featuring superstar artists like Taylor Swift,
Didn't want to see
Noah
that.
Kahan, Olivia Rodrigo, and more, are right here on the Pop Hits 2024 playlist. Listen, Spotify.
An ad campaign can feel like you're talking on mute. That's why there's Spotify's advertising. We'll help your business turn up the volume and reach an engaged audience that's ready to hear and see your message. Learn more at ads.spotify.com.
Nice, just lethal. Ooh, that was scary. And I have a 28-28 on the field. Ooh. Ooh. Does it gain double counters from the railway brawlers? Ugh. And that cornucopia was keeping me alive. It was offsetting Tiny Bones. Ooh, thank God for that. That cornucopia was perfect. So it's beaten a lot of interesting decks so far. Nothing meta, so... So I have to use the restroom, and then I'm going to get ready to start doing... I'm going to get ready to get things set up to cook. So I'll bring the tablet with me once I get out of the bathroom. So I'll put myself on an intermission setup here. So people know that I'm on intermission, which means I'm getting things ready, even if it's only been an hour and a half. But this way it lets me keep streaming after that, so... But this is the deck so far. This is the theory.
Mic off. Mic on.
Alright. I am going to go ahead and grab my tablet, and I'm going to head to the kitchen, and I'm going to start getting everything ready for cooking. It only takes, this won't take me long because I'm making chicken and rice, so it's just a matter of getting the chicken, getting the oven turned on, and then getting the pot ready and getting a couple things set up, and then after that, it's easy. It's like I can probably play games between points. Okay, almost done setting everything up on my tablet. Okay. Tablet is here and ready. Now I'm mobile. I can walk around.
When you drive a vehicle so reliable it's backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty, you stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see what you're capable of in a vehicle that inspires confidence around every corner.
All right.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Gonna cook
Call
food,
800-3334 Kia for details.
and then I'll be able to.
Inventory available.
Well, I gotta cook. I gotta get started on cooking food, but I should be able to.
Warranties are limited. See retailer for details.
Hey, what's up? It's Jason Taylor. When I retired from football, I thought life would slow down, but it has been the exact opposite. That's why I need a banking partner that takes the time to understand my unique needs and provides a convenient and
Should be able
secure
to.
mobile banking experience.
Sorry, I'm getting
when I
distracted
wanna go.
mentally.
Join me and make the switch to Power Financial Credit Union.
Should
Visit
be able to get everything done
powerfi.org
pretty quickly.
today and
It's just, I
empower
mean, it
your
takes like
money.
20 minutes to cook the food.
Membership eligibility required. The hottest pop tracks of the year, featuring superstar artists like Taylor Swift, Noah Kahan, Olivia Rodrigo, and more, are right here on the Pop Hits 2024 playlist. Listen on Spotify.
Turn that on. Get my food out. Skip a song. I'm not listening to this song. I really need to find a way to get this song out of the playlist. Ugh. No, we're good. I don't like the song because it just keeps repeating the same notes over and 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 over again. That's why I don't like that song. It's just that same opening thing repeat for like 3 minutes, and I'm like, no, I'm good. And it's not the most soothing of melody either. It's really not. It's not to me. My old man ears say, no, it's gross. I don't like it. How many small pieces in here? This bag of chicken. Yeah, there we go. That's small enough. Okay. 3 little pieces of chicken, 3 chicken tenders, and then some rice. Some boiled rice. That'll be my lunch for the day. It's tempting to put some barbecue sauce on it, but not today. I want a little more of a bland menu today. Okay, that's set up. Now to set up the pot of water. I gotta mute the microphone. 1 second.
Mic off. Mic on.
Okay. There we go. Just making sure the oven is starting its preheat cycle. I think I can play one game while I'm waiting for this, and then I can come back in and put the chicken in the oven. So I'm going to head back to the computer while I'm waiting for that. This is definitely a different process than when I make my corned beef hash. That was it. That was the word I was looking for. That was what I was looking for. Okay. I'm still in intermission, but I'll play a game while I wait, while I'm giving the toaster oven some time to preheat. And even if the water starts boiling ahead of time, I'm fine with it. Because I still have to, it still needs time to cook the rice anyway once I put the rice in. So, provided I don't get like a 20-minute game, I should be fine. It's got ramp. Smuggler surprise for later. I got a turn 3 play if I have to. Yeah, it's doable. And I can dig for a desert, but I don't know if I want to because I need double green, so I might need to grab a green. Interesting. Ooh, I got another ramp right there. Cool. So I could grab a desert and then grab that and then do the ramp that way. Oh, I got desert. So, okay. Pass. I don't need to use my 2-mana ramp then if I don't want to. They are getting kind of aggro-y. We have protection from multicolored. That'd be Oko, and that'd be it. Looks like a mono-red artifact aggro deck. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab a green source. I think I'll play my hammer skull as a blocker, because 6/6 blocker is pretty tough. I mean, even if they kill it, I'm fine with it, I think. Soul Cauldron. Yeah, I dropped a creature in the graveyard. That's unfortunate for me a little bit, but what do they want to attack with? I didn't think so. For the desert. Yeah, they gain a life off that. That's fine. Sure. I'm not at 6 mana yet. Let's pass. Let's pass and hold up the Colossal Rattleworms in case they want to attack. Or if they have some kind of removal for the Hammer Skull. That sort of thing. I can double ramp next turn, because I'll have Dance and Glimpse. It's nice when I have one creature that's holding them off. They don't want to attack in, because they don't want to lose a creature. Okay, so I can't block that. Take 3. Start ramping a bit more. Who can stay? What's X? Everybody, huh?
Doesn't love free? With MyLowe's Rewards, you get the member-only treatment that's actually worth it. Enjoy free member gifts you love. And once you reach Silver Key status, you can get free standard shipping. Because Lowe's knows nothing feels better than free. Learn more about our new loyalty program at Lowe's.com/MyLowe's Rewards today. Program subject to terms and conditions. Lowe's.com/terms for details. Member gifts may be subject to additional terms and restrictions. See Lowe's.com/shipping terms for details. Subject to change.
Hey, voice assistant?
Specify which room.
Attic.
I can only
7
access
mana.
internet.
Yes, now that we have AT&T All-Fi and we're gigillionaires, our internet reaches from corner to corner. Even the attic.
Recalculating.
I don't think I win
now
this
with
one.
AT&T All-Fi, add more Wi-Fi
Trying to
square
think.
footage to your home. Get AT&T Fiber with All-Fi
I
and
play
live like
that,
a
so I have to
gigillionaire.
block the
Limited
7/7,
availability,
right?
coverage
So I'm
for
still
first
taking
responders
4,
and
5, 6, 7 damage.
Hey, it's Kaylee Cuoco for Priceline. Ready to go to your happy place for a happy price? Well, why do
I
you
guess I
choose
could have
us?
Smuggler
Just download the
Surprise to
Priceline
play the
app right
Brawler.
now and save up to 60%. So whether it's Cousin
I think I wanna
Kevin's
hold
Kazoo
it.
concert in Kansas City, go Kevin, or Becky's Bachelorette Bash in Bermuda, you never have to miss a trip ever again. So download the Priceline app today. Your savings are waiting.
Go to your happy place for a happy price.
Because I could have made this a 12 something.
Priceline.
Still can. But I want to see if I draw another land. If I draw the 8th land, that could actually make the difference. Because then I could put Oko. Turn Oko into the Railway Brawler, play the Colossal Rattleworm. But I still have a lot to deal with.
Just try to stop me.
I'm still pretty much dead. I've got these three. I've got 3 blocks out of the 4 I need to stay alive. Wonder if I could have. No, because it had turned into the elk. Interesting. And you're gonna pay 1 to make it. Okay. Now I'll go and go check on my food. I should be able to put the chicken in the oven. Yeah, if I would have gotten the maze, I could have maybe stalled that game and actually pulled it out. But I didn't have the maze. So that was the unfortunate thing. Because the maze, I could have tapped all of his creatures down. Well, yeah, because protection from multicolor wouldn't have done anything. Alright. Let's go back to the kitchen and check on my food, see where I'm at. Y'all are coming with me, too. Into the kitchen. Because that's the way I do things. I bring you with me. Yeah, the toaster oven should be good. Because the water's already boiling, so. Let's put the food in the oven. I don't want to put the rice in yet. I'm going to give the rice about... I'm going to wait about 5 minutes before I put the rice in. Because then it should be an even 10 minutes between both things being cooked. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I should do to this deck to make it be a little more consistent? But it's pretty consistent as it is. So... Because the ramp is pretty good. I've got 10 pieces of 11 pieces of ramp. Because I've got the cornucopia, 2 dance, 4 glimpse, 4 armadillos for ramp. Which the armadillo can double as a creature to drop on the field with the smuggler's surprise if I have to. Because it's not a bad creature. It's a 7/7 ward 3 with reach. So it's not a terrible creature to drop on the field. So... I'm currently in the room while I'm looking at the deck while I'm giving it a few minutes. Because I don't think 5 minutes is enough time for me to... I'm not playing mono red here, so... I'm not playing as mono red, so I couldn't get my games going and be done in 5 minutes. This deck takes a little longer. But at least gives me time to think about it. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else that would fit in the deck and fix things. At least not yet. The only other thing that could maybe work would be Fading Hope. To try to slow the opponent down, that'd be about it. But at least I have options. I can go tempo, or I can go like a more aggro route, depending on how I feel I need it. Against that mono red artifact aggro deck, I'm wondering what I could have done differently, I guess. I guess maybe I should have done that smuggler's surprise and dropped both my creatures on the field. I probably could have done that. That's a probable. I probably should have just Smuggler's Surprise, dropped both my creatures on the field, and I would have had a bigger blocker at that time. Instead of trying to do Oko. I still don't think it would have made that much of a difference. But I would have had my blocker a little bit sooner, I guess. But they still had the Ginger Brute. I didn't have any way to get rid of it. So maybe I need a fight spell for this deck. Because I think that's the only thing green has for removal is fight spells. Maybe one fight spell and only one maze? I don't know. Or maybe drop one of the dances for a maze, for a fight spell? Not sure yet. That's a thing I have to now keep in the back of my mind. Do I want a fight spell? Because that means I have to have a creature on the field to use as removal to get rid of the opponent's threat. Because a fight spell would have given me a way to get rid of to get rid of that ginger brute that turn. Alright, let's put the rice in the water. Then I have 10 minutes so I can play a game. Let's use this box. I have fresh boxes. So yeah, I gotta think about moments like that. If I run into a creature like that, you know, I gotta be able to kill it. I can't leave it on the field. Though, if I would have had the maze, I could have tapped it down. So I guess there's that too. Alright, 10 minutes. And then the rice will be done. So let's go back and play another game. I'm enjoying the deck at least. That's the important part. The deck's fun to play. I don't like giving away that I'm playing Oko by using Oko Avatar, but well, it is what it is. And yes, I know I'm still on intermission even though I'm playing. But because I am technically still on intermission, because I'm just playing between me heading into the kitchen and me coming back out here. Or coming back in here, I should say. Okay. I've got ramp. Yeah, I can keep it. Blue-green. Surveil, okay. I don't have anything to play turn 2, so I'll play the tap land. Rot Priest. Okay. Rot Priest. Could copy it. No, I couldn't. So if I play Cornucopia, that means next turn I'll have 5 mana, but that doesn't do anything, really. I think I play the Hammer Skull. Pass. Because I can make a copy of the Hammer Skull. Interesting. Interesting. So they've got protection up. They're just holding up protection. Cornucopia. Let's hold up the pot. Let's not attack. Let's hold up the Hammer Skull. If they want to do that, that's fine. Because I've got 6 mana, I just have to draw something else to go with the Tyrant. There we go. They have counter magic? They might. Gives me the ability to attack with the Hammer Skull. If they have to block, they'll make them indestructible, making me poisoned. Next turn I can play the Armadillo. That's good. I was going to make a copy of the Vaultborn Tyrant. So then I would have 2 Tyrants on the board and be able to swing in with one of them. So that was a good game. Alright. Let's go check on the kitchen. I think I could probably play one more. Because that was a quicker game than I anticipated.
The hottest pop
I'm just
tracks
checking
of
on the
the year
kitchen. I'll be right back in the room in a
like
second.
Taylor Swift, Noah Kahan, Olivia Rodrigo, and more are right here on the Pop Hits 2024 playlist. Listen on Spotify.
Yeah, I've got enough time for another game.
This is the Pride Party 2023 playlist, featuring
That was
the
a good
queens
game.
of pop, Dua Lipa, Madonna.
If the matchmaker keeps giving me games like that, I'm happy. Because that's kind of fun. To play games where I can actually use my deck and play it. And I'm not just like, well, I'm on the back foot every freaking turn.
Biggest Pride anthems to fuel your
So.
hot girl summer. Listen now on Spotify.
Hey everyone,
Got
this is
ramp.
Robert Mays, host of the Athletic Football Show. The NFL is back. We are gearing up for a new season. Whether it's happening on the field or behind the scenes, we'll get an in-depth look at all things NFL on the Athletic Football Show. Join me, Nate Tice, and the cast of the Athletic NFL writers as we dive
I could play
into the
Lost in the
wide
Maze.
world. Hit
Since
follow
I'm
on
dealing with
Spotify so
this
you don't miss a
nonsense.
single episode.
Sometimes creating an ad campaign
I'm gonna grab a
can feel
desert,
like
just in
you're
case I need it.
talking on mute. That's why there's Spotify's advertising. We'll help your business turn up the volume and reach an engaged audience that's ready to hear and see
Oko.
your message. Learn more at ads.spotify.com.
Sure. Ramp to 5. Dealing with a control deck, it looks like. Oh, I can't plot you because I need you for the 6 mana. I guess let's play Oko. I want 2 creatures in hand for the brawler, so if I'm gonna surprise them out. It's a mill deck. Great.
Stop me! You're a visionary, quite true.
So what I might do is I might... Okay, so they're going after Oko. It's fine. Protect Oko. Cancel. Let me think about this for a minute. No, I don't want to drop the smuggler surprise when they could just blow everything up.
I'm sure I'll be.
That's game. Yeah, I knew I didn't want to play the smuggler surprise until after they popped that. I was like, no. We're going for lethal, but we're not going. I almost played it on that turn, but I was like, no, if I do that, they'll just pop it. That's bad. Let's make them pop it first, then play that after the destroy effect went off. And that's 19 damage, they're dead. So that brawler is definitely doing work in this deck. Alright, I'm gonna go get my food. I will take you guys with me as always while I get my food together. Because it'll take me a few minutes to get this done. And my food should be cooked. Almost. A couple more minutes, but I should. By the time I get the rice out of the water, it should be ready. Yeah. Okay. Let's get my plate. Get my silverware. Off the rice. That was definitely a good game. I'm definitely enjoying this deck. And that Smuggler's Surprise is really able to catch people off guard. I have to remember it's instant speed, so I have to remember I can do it whenever I want. As long as I have 6 mana on the board, I can do it. If the opponent would have blown up the board on my turn, I would have Smuggler's Surprised that turn, so... That's the downside to Urza's Silex. You see it coming, and you can plan around it. Smuggler's Surprise works really well against Sunfall too, because you can just play it on your opponent's turn. And then they can't deal with it, because then your creatures have haste, who cares? And if you have Oko on the field too, it's like, okay, I just copy that creature too, and I swing in. Oko is probably not even necessary in the deck, but it's nice to have. Nice way to start softening up the opponent. So, yeah, it's got a good little trick combo in it when I need it. So, Oko's a way to get lethal or draw cards in a later game. Because I don't have a way to commit crime. Well, no, that's not 100% true. I do have some crime option, but it's very limited. Like countering spells or targeting their stuff with tapping them down with the maze. So it's very my crime is very limited. So crime capabilities are as low for the draw option, where I don't have to discard as much. But that's not what it's there for. I'm not worried about the crime as much. I'm worried about making creatures and being more of a creature deck. A big stompy deck. I wonder if Arjuna would approve of this kind of a deck. Oko would almost be considered spicy in the deck. It's probably not needed. I probably could take him out for fight spells, but I don't know. He's proven his use. He's a good distraction. Because, oh no, Planeswalker, better kill it. This is the way everybody thinks when it comes to Planeswalkers. I better get rid of that. That's too much value. Sometimes. Sometimes its value is pretty strong. Other times, he doesn't do enough. He's not like the strongest Planeswalker that we've got right now from the new set. There's Jace, really? Jace is strong, but not as strong. Alright, got my food, got my drink, got my magic, got my stream. We are good to go.
Mic off. Mic on.
Okay, I can turn off the intermission because I'm no longer on intermission. Let's keep going. I'm having fun. I know I'll stop having fun when I run into Mono Red. Mono Red's like one of the least fun decks to play against. The Canadian Ninja. Does that mean whenever a Canadian Ninja sneaks, you just hear A?
Right now, with exceptional offers on a wide selection of Jeep brand vehicles.
Its boots just squeak A, A.
Look no further than America's best-selling
Might grab a desert, but I don't think I need it.
Or choose the luxurious Grand Cherokee or Grand Cherokee 4xe. All celebrations must come to an end, so hurry and visit Jeep.com or your local Jeep brand dealer for great deals during the Jeep Celebration event. Based on 2022 CYQ4 sales, JD Power retail sales data. Jeep is
Yeah, I think I will.
Hey, what's up? It's Jason.
I don't technically need to. I've got plenty of mana, but grabbing the desert can help.
But it has been the exact opposite. That's why I need a banking partner to take the time to understand my unique needs and provides a convenient and secure mobile banking experience when I want to go.
Play the cornucopia to ramp.
And make the switch to Power Financial Credit Union.
They want to counter it. I guess I'm okay with it.
Today, and empower your money to do more.
They're drawing? Okay. This might be a time when I might have to hard cast the Rex. They're plotting pillage the bog.
Advertising on Spotify is easy. You just write a script, pick your background music, then let us create your ad for free. It's
Play the Hammer Skull. Put a thread on the board. Don't have enough mana for the Rex, but if I get a surprise, I can drop them both. Oh, I get one. Ooh. See if I can lure out removal. I think I'd rather do it on their turn. Yeah, I think so. Hopefully don't have a counter spell. Not. That's game. Nice. Very, very, very nice. Ten wins accomplished. Sweet. Very sweet. With a Simic deck. Let's see what I get out of my free pack. It's an Eldraine pack. Lord Skitter. I think that's gems, because I think I might have 4. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, I'll play some more Magic while I'm eating. I'm just going to mute my microphone, but I'll still be here. If anyone has any questions they need to ask me, I can always unmute to answer as long as my mouth isn't full.
Mic off.
mare luccica, tira forte il vento. Su una vecchia terrazza, davanti al golfo di Sorrento. Un uomo abbraccia una ragazza, dopo che aveva pianto. Si schiarisce la voce, ricomincia il canto. E voglio bene assai, ma tanto bene assai. È una catena. Vide le luci in mezzo al mare, pensò le notti là in America. Erano solo le lampade, la bianca scia di un aereo. Sentì il dolore nella musica, si alzò dal pianoforte. Si vide la luna uscire da una nuvola, sembrò più dolce anche l'amore. Guardò negli occhi la ragazza, quegli occhi verdi come il mare. Poi all'improvviso uscì una lacrima e lui credette di affogare. E voglio bene assai, ma tanto bene sai. È una catena di mari, e scioglie il sangue di Nevada. Senza della lirica, dove ogni dramma è un falso, e con un po' di trucco e con la mimica diventare un ma due occhi che ti guardano così vicini e veri, ascoltare le parole che fondono pensieri. Diventa tutto piccolo, che le notti là in America. Non ti vedi la tua vita come la scia di un vento. Ma sì, è la vita che finisce, ma lui non ci pensò poi tanto. Anzi si sentiva già felice e ricominciò il suo canto. E voglio bene assai, ma tanto bene assai. È una catena e scioglie il sangue di
On to the next act.
Hi, this is Quentin. A little thing I love about Chick-fil-A chicken strips are how satisfying they are. The chicken strips are amazing. They're always filling, crispy, tender, and juicy. Definitely one of my favorite things on the menu. Especially when you add in that Chick-fil-A sauce. Always a perfect combination. And then personally, you know me, I'm getting a 4 count. I want as much chicken as possible. I'm that guy. Whenever I get them, whether it be lunch or for dinner, in my household, it's always a winner.
Order the chicken strips on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real customer paid for their testimonial.
Remarkable change begins with daring mission putting the leftovers in the hands of more people. Introducing the signature Coat Prime Razor, only from Boost Mobile.
rush to your nearest Boost Mobile retailer and get your signature Coach Prime razor. Get after it.
Limited time discount available online only while supplies last. Taxes extra. New customers only. Must activate your device within 30 days to avoid paying full price. Offer subject to change.
Making noises? I should probably take it in.
Ooh, my phone bill is huge this month.
Both girls need braces?
Life is filled with unexpected costs. It's only human to want to keep things simple. Introducing the new TD Clear credit card. With no late fees, no interest, and just a simple monthly fee, it's designed to help you manage your expenses. TD Clear. To learn more about credit costs and terms, call 1-844-TD-CLEAR. TD Bank. Unexpectedly easy.
Mic on.
Okay. The reason I looked at my graveyard was I was wondering what those next 4 cards were. I'm like, oh good, 2 lands, Tyrannex Rex, and another land. So one of the mistakes I made was I should have used my my Worm's ability in the graveyard to ramp out a turn sooner. I didn't think about it. I could have done the surprise a lot sooner. But considering the amount of counter magic they had, I don't think I would have gotten it through anyway. They had Spell Pierce, and I just don't think I could have gotten past it. It is what it is, I guess. I can keep this hand because I can turn 2 ramp, turn 3 ramp. Maybe even get to the surprise. Alright, let's keep that. What am I playing against? Is it? Pirates. So it's an aggro deck. Don't really need the land from the armadillo, but I still grab it. Any more land coming? Yes. I'm wondering if the... Let me read how that works. Can't be spelled to cast non-artifact mana. Can be used to cast it. Can it be used to pay for it? Because it's paying for the ability cost. Is that to cast the spell? Let's check. No. So I can't use this ability. Because I can't pay these. So I'm going to check. Okay. Pay 3 to put some more creatures in my hand, but then I can't play them. Let's hold up Smuggler's Surprise for the indestructibility. For the Hexproof. Next turn if they don't have a way to block or get rid of the Tyrannix. So they might. They need 8 mana to get rid of the Tyrannix. 8 mana spell. 9 mana spell. Nice. Okay. Now any creature I draw is pretty much live. Yeah. Hopefully I want to blow it up. No. I want to make more creatures, I think. Gotta swing. I gotta force them to block with that. I can't let them put on the field. Literally no choice but to swing. They're not gonna mine us, I don't think. Don't know if I can get out of this. I need another smuggler surprise that can maybe do it. Copia doesn't do it. It's game. Because I have to block here and I take 9. I needed another smuggler surprise. Another smuggler surprise will let me mill 2 creatures. Hopefully. Then put them on the battlefield and then give them, give them everything. Nope, couldn't get it that turn. I was just flooded in that game. Too many land. I probably shouldn't have searched for the desert. But I should have. When the moment I hit that desert and I saw that land, I was like, well, I'm flooded. I don't think there was any better way to play that game considering how much land I had. Alright. No blue for Oko. Yeah. I'll leave that because I can shuffle it. I need the blue anyway. This is one of those decks I really dislike playing against. I need to get the Railway Brawler out of my hand anyway.
We're matching your energy with new Sparked Energy by Dunkin'. A revitalizing burst of caffeine and full-on fruit flavors. Like to play your beats loud? Turn the fun up to 11. Sunshine Sparked Energy. Do you always bring the big energy bangers? Grab a Berry Burst Sparked Energy. Drop by and get sparked by Dunkin'. Sparked Energy drinks are fruit flavored.
They'll probably hold up counter magic.
Beverages contain caffeine from caffeine and guarana. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Terms apply.
Hey, what's up? It's Jason Taylor. When I retired from
I've
football,
got protection.
I thought life would slow down, but it has been the exact opposite. That's why I need a banking partner that takes the time to understand my unique
They still probably
needs,
have a removal in
provides a
addition.
convenient and secure mobile banking experience when I'm on the go. Join me and make the switch to Power Financial Credit Union. Visit powerfi.com and empower
I'm gonna
your
hold
money
them.
to do more.
Federally insured by the NCUA. Membership eligibility required.
The hottest pop tracks of the year. Superstar artists like Taylor Swift, Olivia Rodrigo, and more are right here on the Pop Hits 2024 playlist. Listen on Spotify.
Advertising on Spotify is easy. You just write a script, pick your background, then let us create your ad for free. It's that easy. Learn more at ads.spotify.com.
I'm like, alright, cool, I'll draw a card. Sure. I have a 10-10 on the field. Got a lot of little annoying 1/1s. Yep. Yep. You do.
Call the Undertaker. You will never guess what happens next.
I wanted to play the Hammer Skull, to be honest. But I can use it as a surprise if I have to. Attacking is really bad. I'm gonna attack out. Thought they would have killed Oko, but they've got something else planned, it looks like. Shoulder. I don't plan to draw with Oko, but that's cool. Maze. Can I kill them this turn? Yes, I can. With the maze. Lost in the Maze will do it. As I've got lethal. I really thought they were going to go after Ogo. We've got ramp. Technically 2 pieces of ramp. Sure. If it would have been more land, I would have said no. Normally I'd use the Armadillo for some ramp, but I don't need it considering I've got what's in my hand. I'm like, no, I'm drawing more land. So there's no reason. More land coming? No. Okay. Shouldered. Pass. As I've got the Rattle Worm. Probably got removal. But still a good play. Yeah, I figured as much. It was still a good play. Smuggler's surprise. Double ward creatures, hard to deal with. I can play Oko, become a copy of the Rex and swing. Aw, boo. One just has the nuts. So, how much mana does that leave me with? 4, right? No. 3. All I can do is counterspell it. Cool, all they had was they had all the removal. No, I didn't have fun in that match. Why do you ask me? Always ask me on when I'm losing. You can't hear it, but you can't see it, but I'm rolling my eyes. Because, come on. Did you have fun in that match? Yeah, sure.
Mic off. Mic on.
Yeah, sure, I had fun. Right. Okay, back glimpse the core. Good 2-mana ramp spell. I might have to save 3 steps ahead, we'll see. Oh, it's the bat. The Deep Cavern bat. Probably takes the 3 steps ahead, right? Here's much. There's another one. Hey, let's not let them know I have it. I'm probably going to do a double here. I'm probably going to do a counter spell and draw 2. Unless they don't do anything. I'll draw 2. I can deal with what's on the board. One more land and I can do a double on the surprise. Maybe get my bigger creatures on the board. It's fine. It's fine. It gives me a card draw. Take it. It's a land. It's half land too. That's unfortunate. One of my few tap lands. That works. Yeah, because if I hit the Rexes, I can do it. There we go. $16-16 on its way. I've got a 5/5 blocker.
Going on right now with exceptional offers on a wide selection of Jeep brand vehicles.
It's got a high
If you want
ward
to supercharge
cost
your
too.
next adventure, look no further than America's best-selling plug-in hybrid, the Jeep Wrangler 4xe, or choose the luxurious Grand Cherokee or Grand Cherokee 4xe. All celebrations must come to an end, so hurry and visit Jeep.com or your local Jeep brand dealer for great deals during the Jeep Celebration event. Based on 2022 CY sales, JD Power retail sales data. Jeep is a registered trademark.
It's time you leveled up your gaming snacks.
I don't think you can attack.
With the all-new Doritos Dips.
Just saying.
Hitting the shelves with two bold flavors. Spicy nacho
Because now you can't
and
kill the
Cool Ranch
Rex.
jalapeno. Your taste buds won't know what hit 'em. Supercharge your pizza, wings, sliders, and even
Okay.
your veggies with these delicious
GG.
dips that promise to pack the flavor. Doritos Dips. Another level. Click or tap to enter.
Great news. Happy nest. Don't pick up your laundry until you quit the next day.
That was a good hit off the Smuggler Surprise. That was a closer game than I wanted it to be.
And their
I debated it too. I was like,
eco-friendly
do I
washers
go
and
for it?
dryers
I'm like,
keep your
yeah, I
whites
guess I
white
do.
While keeping the planet green. Learn more
Because I
by
was like,
downloading the
well,
app or going to
if I don't hit the
happynest.com.
Tyrannix Rex, it's bad.
Pop tracks of the year.
Because there are a lot of creatures I could have hit instead.
Swift, Noah Kahan, Olivia
Like
Rodrigo,
two
and more are right here
Hammer
on the
Skulls,
Pop
which wouldn't have helped.
2024 playlist. Listen on Spotify.
I needed that Brawler in the Hammer and the Rex. Ooh, it's getting some interesting matchups, that's for sure.
We go into space because whatever mankind must undertake, free men must fully share.
Got ramp. I think I'm okay. I can go because I've already got one. I'd rather draw a land than draw that. So that was a good surveil. Dinos. Yep, it was a really good surveil. I can get the 6th land with the Armadillo. Yep.
space.
That's fine. Pass. Wait and see what they want to attack with next turn. Well, fine. Okay. Can't attack because the crackback would kill me, so they have lethal on that. I need an Oko to win, I think. No, even an Oko doesn't win. Oh, that's lame. That's game. It's literally game. Nothing I can do. I got the ramp done this time, I just didn't get the creatures. I didn't hit what I needed. I have enough creatures in the deck, right, for when I have to do that step? Good question. I think so. He's 24 land is right land. Ooh, 18-18. If I have to do the mill part, it's probably risky. So I really don't want to do the mill, is what I'm saying. I wonder if I should put Titan in the deck. That's another option too, because it's 2 creatures for 1. It just doesn't have haste, and it doesn't, but it can protect itself with a shield counter from destroy effects. That's fine. I'm not gonna ramp unless I need like life gain or something. Yeah, I'm not. I've got too much land in hand. I'm not ramping. I'm just gonna play the cornucopia. No reason to ramp it. No reason to drop the armadillo yet, rather. It's control. It's artifacts. 5 mana. Do I play the brawler? Oko? Try plotting, and I'll probably try grabbing on land with the armadillo, maybe? I had 6 mana open. I could have played the armadillo. I could have played the surprise. No, it was a ability. No. That was an ability. I might need to keep the armadillo. Yeah. Okay.
For the Undertaker.
I can Smuggler Surprise next turn. It's gonna -5, I knew that. It's fine to lose Oko.
I leave chaos in my way.
Against the core.
Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate. Not a rate based on Terry, who keeps and makes the car behind them. Oh no, they're about to. Save with DriveWise and Allstate. Only pay a rate based on you.
I think that's right.
Not available in every state, subject to terms
Because the
and
Smuggler
conditions.
Surprise
Rating
right now
factors
isn't
and
doing
savings vary, and in
anything.
some states, your rate could increase with high-risk driving. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company.
This is becoming scary.
In the McDonald's app and order it. Does that technically count as online
Second time I've
shopping?
seen it.
Save money with the app. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At participating McDonald's, prices may vary.
The Big Hit Show is a new podcast from Higher Ground on Spotify. A big hit is what happens when a single creative act goes out into the universe, noticed by billions of people, and sometimes it's so good it
Another
changes
one.
their lives. Our first season is out now, and it's a saga that people love to hate, Twilight. Then, coming in February, Kendrick Lamar's album Camouflage didn't just change hip-hop, it became the soundtrack to a movement. From Higher Ground, it's The Big Hit Show with me, your host, Alex Davis.
I only have 7 mana on the field. I need 8. Interesting. Nice. Very nice. I knew playing the Smuggler Surprises was pointless. There was just nothing for me to do with it. I needed a certain amount of mana to make it work. And I knew these didn't work. I needed 1 more mana to be able to do a mill 4 and put 2 cards on the field. So I would have needed to put Brawler on the field and then do it to get like the most value out of it. I mean, I could have kept the Brawler in hand, but I was like, plot it, play it and then do it. Okay, so the deck needs maybe one more win to, and then after that I'll probably end the stream there when I get my get the 14th win. Because I don't need 15. 14's fine, because that's all the gold I can get out of the dailies. I'm trying to squeeze as much gold as I can right now. Trying to build it back up. Normally I only do a couple, but it should be fine. Search for forest. I can search for desert if I need to. Oh, that deck. Okay. Yep. Let's play the Hammer Skull. I'm gonna probably have to attack with it. But I think I'm gonna have to ramp, grab a desert, and then swing in with the Hammer Skull. That's what it's looking like. Swamp. For Jun. Go. If I draw the land, I can pop them both on the field at instant speed, so that's useful, but I don't know what the opponent's using the swamp for. Strange. Oh no, I know what they're probably using it for. I have an idea. I think they're using it for, what's that 7-mana card? 7-mana spell, or 6-mana spell. Increase the multiverse, I think. It's probably a Breach the Multiverse deck. I'm guessing. Let's see what this opponent does. Ad break will be happening in about a minute. See what card they take, because they can only take one. Jund ramp, huh? Interesting. Really? Interesting. Yes. Well, Smuggler's surprise next turn because nothing has haste. Well, Throwing the supplies on their turn, rather, because nothing has haste. So they're gonna get to go off, probably. So they're gonna sacrifice all their lands, basically, that, except for enough to be able to play the Aftermath, Analyst, or something like that. Draw a bunch of cards, put everything back on the field. I'm gonna tap that one first. Whoops. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so they made the mistake on tapping their mana. They should have tapped their mana first. They should have went like QQ, loaded up all their mana, then sacked all their land. Then they'd have been fine. That's almost like, you know, you're gonna do that, right? I wanna clip this. This is funny. But yeah, I had a feeling that's what they wanted to do. Okay. I think that's going to be it for me for the afternoon. I know it's a bit of a short stream, but I don't think I need to do any more for the day. I think I've got other stuff I want to accomplish.
Oh, watch yourself. Wow, your attic is so dark. I know, right? It's the perfect place to stream.
That was hilarious, though, really. I mean...
What movie is that? I haven't pressed play yet.
AT&T Fiber with All-Fi covers your whole house, even your really, really creepy attic turned home theater.
Jimmy, what have I told you?
I will see everybody probably next week if I don't do something sooner. Usually my streams are on Wednesdays. This was probably a special thing. So everybody have a good afternoon. And I will catch you next week.
Morning Brews Daily Newsletter breaks down the biggest news in business for millions of people.
Mic off.
And now we're moving from your inbox to your headphones. Each day we'll cover everything from the latest Apple event to why nobody can afford a house right now.